Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and apologies, I look a little crazy, but it'll make more sense as to why I look crazy, or maybe it won't. I don't know if I ever really make sense, and I always look crazy. I don't even know if my background is looking okay right now. I kind of just slapped on my everyday kind of quick in and out makeup routine, and I wanted to get this video up, figure out for myself and for you guys whether or not this new setting spray that Morphe came out with is worth it or not. Now, if you know, you know. I love my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. It is by far my favorite setting spray on the market. I buy it and buy it and buy it. You know I love my Morphe, and you also know, if you know me, if you know, you know, I love sunscreen. And I am that annoying person that nags my husband, asks him, like, did you put sunscreen on? I ask everyone, did you put sunscreen on? Like, my dad never wore sunscreen, and my dad was like a sun worshiper. He would put like SPF 4 oil on, and then in recent years, after Mike and I got a beach house and he would be down there all the time, I would literally ask him every time. And I think I drove him so insane that he finally succumbed to wearing SPF, and I kept buying him Neutrogena 30. And yeah, just a very long story short, I love Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and I love sunscreen. I don't know if you know, but Morphe came out with a setting spray that has SPF in it. Now, this is not the continuous setting spray, and I have not applied this to my face. Sunsetter, again with SPF 30. Lock in your look and power up your defense with this microfine SPF 30 mist that sets your makeup. And the directions are: close your eyes and mouth, mist the face evenly, holding the bottle 10 to 12 inches away from your face, allow to dry, reapply throughout the day for continuous SPF protection. I've tried so many SPF setting sprays. What was that big one that like everyone loved, the Kate Somerville? I thought it was terrible. I also tried the Coola, which was SPF 18, which really didn't excite me, but I figured I'd try it. Also hated that. I've tried the Super Goop that we recently tried together, the powder SPF 30, terrible as well. But you know, and I just have to keep saying it, that I love Morphe setting spray, so let's see if this works together. Now, I just did my makeup. The only thing I did not apply to my face is mascara, because if you watch my videos, you know that I don't put mascara on until after I set my face. You can run the risk of mascara transfer. And also, does it really matter, because I'm gonna be reapplying this throughout the day? I would say if you are going to buy this and use this, maybe use a waterproof mascara. I don't have one, so we're gonna have the luxury and the ha-has, jokes on me, of reapplying this throughout the day using a regular schmegular mascara. But honestly, I'm most afraid of this ruining my hair, because I washed my hair yesterday and I used my air wrap, and I have like a pretty decent blowout going on right now. So my plan is to hide the hair and do this, but we shall see. Today I'm going to my mom's for lunch. I'm gonna take the dog for a walk. I'm going out to dinner with Mike later. We might sit outside, I don't know, but I'm gonna be out and about. What is the weather today? 81 and sunny all day long. It's gonna be 86. It's gonna be close to 90 degrees today. So this is the perfect day to test this. Today I did my regular but kind of tweaked makeup routine. You guys know I like to put oil in my foundation. I did not do that today, just because I figured with SPF 30 setting spray, that's gonna make my skin a little bit more slippery than usual. So I wanted to avoid the extra slip, so I did not put any oil in my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. And I also powdered a little bit more than I usually do. I use my translucent powder the same way that I always do every day. However, I did apply powder blush and powder bronzer, just because I feel like a little bit extra powder will help things to sit throughout the day. All right, so this is what the mist looks like. Very fine. Let us get a full-on effect of how this goes. Okay, so 10 to 12 inches. Okay, that mist is so fine, and it smells like coconuts. I do think that I just applied too much. I think like one spray here, one spray here, one spray here will do it. It feels comfortable. I feel like my skin looks dewy. It doesn't look greasy. However, I feel like if I apply this throughout the day a few more times, I might end up looking a little greasy. As long as I don't look like a complete sweat ball, it's worth the sun protection. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Initial thoughts down below in the comments. I am going to be bringing my little travel case that I bring with me everywhere. I'm gonna powder throughout the day, wear my makeup as I would, and I would typically powder. So I'm gonna bring this with me just in case I get a little bit too greasy. I'm definitely dewy, but let's see. Only thing I'm like really worried about is my hairline. Do I just, yeah, I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna take a little bit of this now. I'm just gonna pat it along my hair, just so my hair doesn't get like greasy throughout the day. I don't like that. And I did just wash my hair yesterday. Little tip from me to you. Ah, so much better. Okay. All right, initial thoughts. I like it. It smells great. I love that it has SPF 30. I put a little bit on my chest. I should have filmed it, but I didn't. But it gives a really nice, see? It gives a really nice glow. And when I spritz it on my chest, it does feel sunscreeny. So it is a very fine mist, which is A++ in my opinion, but it is, like if you were to feel my skin, even my face, you can kind of feel that thicker texture. But right out the gate, I feel like this is better than any other kind of setting product, whether it be spray or powder that I've used over top of my makeup. So far so good. Things could change, and honestly, the more I apply this, the worse it's probably gonna get. All right, it's been 3 hours. We're gonna re-spray with SPF 30, but how does my skin look right now? Does it look dewy? I feel very sweaty.
It looks giving dewy.
It's giving dewy, like a lot dew, like sweat dew.
You look sweaty, yeah, for sure.
I feel sweaty. But we're gonna reapply this, so I feel like that's a sufficient reapplication of SPF 30.
Smells good.
Oh, it smells like coconuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I feel very damp. But it's very fine, a fine mist.
Let's see the product.
This is the product. Let me apply it to your face.
No, thank you.
Well, it's very
All right,
light.
fine.
Yes,
Fine.
yes. You want to apply it to yourself, or do you want me
Sure.
to apply it? Okay, it's just like a setting spray.
Morphe. Morphe? Morphe.
Morphe.
Morphe. A spray. I don't know what spray it is. Just like one.
Do however many you feel. Oh, the wind is taking it.
Wait,
You
what
need to
is it?
Reposition. Now, describe it. Is it light?
I got a little in my eye, so it's
Is
not
it burning?
Great. No, actually.
Oh, that's good.
It feels light. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Morphe.
All right,
SPF.
it's light. I like it, but I don't know if I feel like reapplying it over and over again, it's gonna get like
Sticky.
thick and sticky. My nose is she's a little wet, but I'm gonna show you guys this in better lighting as soon as I'm done with my nails. I mean, my skin looks good. Do I think that I would use this setting spray around that time of the month? Maybe, but I wouldn't expect my face to stay as great because my skin is like so oily during, you know, around my period. But right now I'm about 11 days out, so my skin's okay, and I typically have dry skin. Yeah, I'm looking a little wet, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll show you guys what this looks like in better lighting after I get my toes done, which I'm so excited to do because I haven't gotten my toes done in months and months and months. Honestly, I've only been to the nail salon once to get my toes done since COVID. So this is the second time. Is this better? Sorry if you can hear the air conditioning. It is 87 degrees outside and it's hot. And I feel a little sweaty. I took a video in the bathroom at the nail salon because my nose just looked really wet. But as you can see, like my pores are a little fleeky. My forehead isn't that oily, which I haven't powdered since I powdered with you guys before. So it hasn't really gotten oily. But like if you have someone who has deep set pores on your face, or if you're someone who has acne, I think it just goes for SPF in general. Most people with problematic skin don't really like sunscreen because sunscreen tends to lift things up. I just look really dewy. My chest looks dewy. This is meant to protect your skin from the sun, and it's not ruining my makeup. Also, side note, I was wondering why my car smelled weird. I left this in the door from about a week ago when Mike and I went to his brother's house. I was starving and I shoved a banana down my throat. That sounded wrong, but yeah, I was hungry and I was wondering why it smelled weird in here. And lo and behold, I just eat constantly as I'm driving. These are really good for all my vegans out there who need some protein. Nugo Vegan Slim Chocolate Mint. It has 17 grams of protein. I don't know, totally off topic, but this is the face. I just wanted to show you. Let me go this way. Is this better? Is this lighting better? Like, it's dewy. It's a little wet. I mean, my makeup did move a little bit down here, but it's not like moving my makeup too bad. It's not terrible. I honestly don't hate this. Best SPF product I've used so far, but I'm excited to hear what Mike says because he doesn't like the dew. He's a negativo on the dew. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. It's really not that bad. Like I anticipated my lines being on fleek, but I just feel like, yes, I'm wet in here. she is dewy. The nose is getting me a little bit, so we're gonna play. I'm gonna powder. We're gonna see how the powder sits on top together. I'm just thinking like how many times in a day I would apply this, because I've applied it twice. When I wake up in the morning and I go to work, I always apply sunscreen on my face first thing, and I don't think a sunscreen setting spray on top of newly applied sunscreen is necessary. I am not a dermatologist, so dermatologists would know best. I'm just speaking from my brain and how I know that I'm gonna use the setting spray. For me, I would most likely wake up, apply my SPF, my everyday makeup routine like I showed you today, go to work, reapply at lunch, and then I sit inside all day until I leave at 5:30. So I would probably reapply this during the week when I'm in the office twice. So once at lunch and then once before commuting home. This is reapplying twice, which is what I would typically do. I've been carrying this in my pocketbook. I love this pocketbook. I ordered this. It was shipped from Italy. It is a Gianni Chiarini from Firenze, you know, because I pretend like I am from Italy all the time since I went there. My ancestors were Italian though, so same, but not really at all. But I love this bag so much. She's leather, and she's a beautiful, beautiful leather. If you know me, you know I love my handbags, and I can't have this floating by itself in my handbags because God forbid this leaked, which I have to say, there is no buildup in the spray hole, which is so nice, because that was something that I was running into as an issue with the Kate Somerville all the time. There would just be buildup of sunscreen. That buildup would kind of catch the spray and make it shoot at my face and ruin my makeup. But again, this is such a beautiful fine mist that I don't think that that's gonna happen with this. I love that it has an expiration date on it. It says 2/2026. I'll probably put this in like a cheapy little cosmetic bag, but I don't care if it runs into. I have really cute cosmetic bags that I bring with me all the time where I would not put it in, like this Louis Vuitton one that Mike bought me, I think for Valentine's Day. And like this one is so beautiful too, and it's leather. Not in these. I would need like a cheapy, like an old Ipsy bag that I got when I used to be an Ipsy subscriber. When I was outside before and I applied it with my sister, I felt really hot. Like I felt sticky because I was already hot. So when you're sweating and then you put this on top of it, it feels heavy on the skin. If you are a weirdo like me and you want to reapply it, go inside or go somewhere cool and cool off before reapplying, because I think like the movement of the makeup will get worse if you're hot and damp and sweaty. So I would cool off, and you could be bougie and just excessive like me. Take a fan and just like cool your face off a little bit before applying the setting spray again. I got this on Amazon. I will link it below. It is like honestly one of the best purchases of this year, hands down. So I would just cool your face off like I'm doing right now. I'm gonna up the speed a little bit. And then I would go ahead and reapply. Is that a lot? It seems like a lot. Little hacks here and there. You can make it doable. Let's see how the powder sits on top of this. I'm gonna pick it up with this little puffy puff that I always pick it up with. Oh, it's so nice. Wow, I thought it was gonna get like cakey looking. All right, I'm gonna do this half of my face. Wow, look at that. It took it right away. Whereas this side is wet. She is very wet. This side is not wet. Oh my God. All right, I like this, okay? I really, really like this. Again, if you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna like it as much. Let's see here, because I have very textured skin in here. Let's see what it does. All right, that kind of picked up a little bit more. I don't know if you could see, there's a little bit more pigmentation from the powder there because I was wet and a little textured. That's better. After setting, it didn't move the makeup. It kind of just like looks like brand new. Oh my God, this powder is really good, guys. I feel bad because I talked a lot of shit about it in comparison to Laura Mercier, but my stance on it is that this looks great on the face, it looks terrible on my under eyes. You see all the time, I have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes because I smile and I laugh and I'm very expressive when I talk, and this just makes my under eyes look really cakey, but it looks so good on the skin. Okay, so here is without powdering. Here is with powdering. Let's go ahead and powder the rest of the face. Look at that. It's like brand new. Fresh as a daisy. Oh my God, it looks like I just put this makeup on. I'm gonna go ahead and apply more of the setting spray, but I need to cool down just a bit. This is how I recommend applying it because it's just such a fine mist. I think I'm just like excessively applying it, but I would do 1, 2, 3. So let's do that because I haven't done it like that yet. So I'm gonna move the hair. We're dewy. We're back to being dewy. We're not as matte, but it's not as wet. I'm gonna let this, maybe let's do this. It smells very coconutty. It smells exactly like my Milani Make It Last setting spray, but like this is the best SPF topper I've ever used by far. I'm so happy that I bought this. Big fan.
I don't love this.
What's the matter with it?
It just looks like cakey
Okay.
from afar.
Wet? Cakey?
It's not helping. Like with...
What does that mean? It's not helping with what?
That's a bad thing to say. I don't know. It just looks like cakey to me.
Okay.
That's what we're going to go with.
Cakey. I don't think it looks cakey. All right, we're gonna have to wear this for a little while longer. I don't think it looks cakey, but maybe it looks like something. I'm gonna use the back of my phone. I really hope that you can see me. I'm trying to look in a mirror, so I probably look a little cross-eyed. I really don't feel like it's bad. I also don't really feel like it's cakey. I do feel like it feels a little heavy. It has moved a little bit. I am very curious to see if this makes me break out. I don't think that it will. She's dewy. Not as dewy as I was before because I powdered, but I did just want to show you a little bit more. And I hope I don't look crazy from this angle, but it's not about looking crazy. It's about the sunscreen protection. It's a little cakey in the mouth region. Like from a distance, you can't see that. Like here it looks great. Poreless. But just right here. All right, my loves. The daylight is dwindling. My hair feels greasy and I'm here. Let me check my teeth. I did just eat dinner. So overall, I'm a really big fan. I don't think that this makes my skin look terrible. I mean, you are about the distance that someone would be if they're talking to me. Hey, how you doing? And would you think that like my makeup looks a mess? I don't think so. Let me bring you in a little bit. Like she's dewy. She's not as wet looking ever since I powdered. I think you guys have a pretty good idea on where I stand with this. This is by far the best kind of SPF makeup setting product I personally have ever used. Again, this is only one day of me testing it and I used it with my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I am definitely going to be using this on top of other foundations, skin tints. I really don't think that this will pair well with my Stay Beauty skin tint because it's just such a shiny product to begin with. So I think in order for you to make this work for you, you need to be thoughtful about the products that you're pairing it with. And I hope that makes sense. And I was very thoughtful today. I didn't put oil in my foundation. I used a foundation that is dewy, but not as dewy as the other foundations I've been really enjoying lately. I set with powder and you guys saw, like I was pretty shiny. Just use a little bit of powder, just a little bit of powder to just set any of the areas. You can play with this. You can make this work for you. First, the mist is amazing, but the issue with the mist, and I guess you can't have it all, is that if you notice, my hair is pulled back in my little like hairdresser clips that I have, but the mist is so fine that my hair doesn't look that bad. But as I was setting, I didn't really like protect my hair to the fullest. And I definitely think it's a little greasy. I just washed it yesterday and I don't think my hair is gonna last the 4 days that I try to stretch it to, just because I did use this. So do take note of that. Going forward, I would kind of just put my hand up and spray and kind of be a little bit more thoughtful. 1, 2, 3, like I applied the last time, it made me cover your hair and call it a day. But all in all, I will keep you posted. I will let you know how this gets along with the other makeup products that you often see me use. I love this. I highly recommend it. If you have oily skin, I don't think you're gonna like it. If you are combo, I think you'll like it. If you're dry, I don't think you'll have a problem with it. If any of you try this and normally break out from SPF, please do let me know if you break out from this. I normally don't break out from SPF, so I don't think that that is a problem that I'm gonna have, but I would give this an A++. I think that this is going to be a staple in my summer routine. I can't wait to take this with me to New York City so that I can throw it on my face before lunch, throw it on my face before leaving. At the end of the day, I just think that this is a great extra step to really prevent my dark spots from getting darker, new ones forming. My skin doesn't feel terrible, but I definitely like feel that there's something on it. It's sunscreen. You know, sunscreen is sunscreen. It is what it is. But this is, again, the best kind of SPF setting product I've ever used. Guys, I had a great time. I'm so excited that we tried this together. I'm so excited to use this going forward. And I'm so excited that you decided to click my video and join me on this little SPF kind of journey. If you're not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would do so, and then click the bell button next to it. This way you get a notification every time I'm uploading a new video here on my channel. I love you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.